Black History Month is an integral part of our nation's tradition, in which we continue to recognize and promote positive, impactful individuals. The Sports Shop with Reese and K-Mac, Salute to Champions, would like to recognize this individual for their contribution.
Well, it's not this, it's these individuals.
Yes.
We talking about bringing national attention to this area into the forms of entertainment, Article, the Dome Group, everything across the board. These individuals have gotten it done, K-Mac, so we're so pleased. And part of what we honor here for Salute the Champions is the fact that we are inspired by people who are doing their best work in their respective fields. But more importantly, they have inspired others to do the same. And we're so happy to have in the studio with us some for second time and another one for the first time.
Yes.
We're talking about Lesleigh and Sulaiman and Mausi. How you guys doing? Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us. It's really an honor.
We are honored. We are honored to have you guys here, though. Seriously.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's really nice.
Really an honor. It's special.
Yeah. You know, it's we thought about it. You know, we do this every year. And that's the third year now. We've been doing this, and then we think about people that are being honored and people that their contributions. And one of the things we know, entertainment is one of the areas, and you guys came up as a nominee because you've done so many things just for this area, just by doing what you do, just by being professionals that you are. And I think the service that you provide to us as a community for entertainment is invaluable. So thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate the opportunity to be able to serve the community. And what a lot of people don't understand is that yes, it's entertainment. Yes, it's fun and it's enjoyable, but it's a business. And the best part of it is to be able to employ others who can, whether it's police or concessions,
right?
Or somebody local providing insurance, all aspects of the business, and to be able to impact their homes, and also to be able to go back and teach others other career opportunities. So it is a real field. So that's really important to us. That's what it's really about.
So let's get right into it. So how does this dynamite duo happen? How does this?
She tells me what to do.
No, that's how it lasts.
That's how it lasts.
Good point.
That's a very good point.
Talk about beginnings, in particular, how you guys embark in this entertainment space, if you will.
Well, for me, I started out as a classically trained pianist, a musician. So I'm on the musicianship side and have always appreciated.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how she got me.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Happens all the time.
Grew up in the church. I was minister of music at a church. So I've always been on the performance end of gospel, classical music, and the sort. So, and I grew up in an educator house and became an educator. So that's my link to it. And then I hooked up with this guy who was all about the production side of things. And it took, years for us to kind of come into our own. And now after 21 years of marriage.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We've hit our stride and found our niche, and we're working together. And so life has come full circle for us. But yeah, it's working.
That's wonderful.
Lesleigh and Sulaiman Mausi from the Dome Group, 2020 Salute the Champions recipient right here on the Sports Shop. And you guys have a phenomenal story, which I didn't know you had such a background in music. Which
I play piano, but it's not classical though. I'm not classically trained either.
Yes.
I'm gonna shut up.
I know the color of the keys.
Exactly. But look, he plays well enough to make us some money when we on the road.
There you
That's
go.
right. Things get kind of tight. We made some money.
That's right. That's what it matters.
Look, sometimes you eat too much of the mini bar. Like, Reese, we got to go downstairs.
Hit them keys.
We got to play this bill. But you guys are the founders of the Dome Group, which is entertainment promotions company producing first class level entertainment here in the Triangle. Talk about the story and the creation of the Dome Group, and then like the vision of the Dome Group, and then being able to serve, like you just mentioned. A lot of people, like, we don't see it as service. You guys see it as service. But talk about the vision of the Dome Group and what you guys try to bring to every venue that you guys are responsible for.
Well, how it came about was my wife actually came up with the name. I think we were still in Detroit at the time.
Yeah.
We were looking to form another company outside of the company that we have in Detroit, which is the Right Productions. So that way we can do more outside of Michigan and separate the liability. That was my initial thought for that.
Right.
So, I forgot the question.
We moved to North Carolina.
We moved to North Carolina. Question, yeah. So
back in
see what I
2009.
mean? So when we came back
Yes, how
to
they don't come about.
how it got started. One time we came down here, we were promoting a show at Memorial Auditorium, and we was down here promoting from Detroit, and I was having breakfast. I always tell this story over Brian Lawson's spot at the time, which ended up turning into Dame's Chicken and Waffle.
Yeah,
Before
right,
that,
yeah,
it was
right.
Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain
And Brian was
Catering.
like, because I know Brian from NCCU, and he said, it's a new venue opening up around the corner. You should go check it out. And I said, you know what, I will. So I left there and walked around to the venue. It was still under construction. Knocked on the door. It was like an office door in a double wide or whatever it was, construction trailer. And the general manager of the DPAC walked out. Shook my hand and started talking about, I run a venue in Detroit, looking to expand back down here, told him about my roots here. And he gave me a hard hat tour of the DPAC. And there was no seats in there or anything. So kind of just, I looked around and I said, oh, I can do this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we've been producing shows there since the doors opened. 95%, I would probably say, and they can correct me over there, Candace and the crew. Can let me know if I'm from. Probably about at least 90%, 95% of the urban content, if it's not Live Nation stuff. We're producing it with them, and we have like Ladies Night Out coming up, which is on Mother's Day, and a few other I can't announce yet. I wish we could.
I wish you could, because we're pumping right here.
Yeah.
But when you
Next
get ready-
week is gonna be another
when you
time. But
get
right
ready,
now we're
we'll
talking
do-
about the foundation.
That's right.
We get the logistics.
exactly
and come
right.
back later. So that's kind of where we got to start. So then we've been blessed with the opportunity to. One of the things that I'm proudest of, outside of producing concerts at the DPAC, I am a graduate of North Carolina Central.
Wow.
And go back and help them with their homecomings from year in to compete with some of the others. So we service them sometimes, service City of Raleigh, City of Durham, Winston-Salem State, and other schools and universities to help them with their homecoming.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. We're talking this, wow. Leslie and Sulaiman Mausi, and one of the things that recently that you guys have been embarking on is the Art of Cool Festival. Talk about that. Talk about how big time that is.
We were attendees of the Art of Cool Festival and have been, we're always enjoying the experience that festival brought every year. And so the opportunity came. We were approached to purchase the Art of Cool Festival. And a friend of ours, Darian Hager, who has passed on, he was very instrumental.
Talk about him a lot,
Yeah, he was very instrumental in the transportation and some other logistics at that time for the festival. And he, mentioned to us that the founders were looking to sell the festival. And, it was important to us. We wanted to expand our impact, and it just seemed like a great fit. It would be able to go into Black hands, stay in Black hands, which was important to us as a Black business, and we understood the value that it brought to Durham. So it just made sense. It was an opportunity for us to really build something and expand it for the people here in our region. And so it was, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It was a faith walk. It definitely was that because, anytime it was a heavy lift, and it still is, because you want to make sure you're growing something and you're always offering something new. But it has been an amazing opportunity.
And of course, this is our part two, our continuation. Salute the champions. We recognize individuals who've done great things in their respective fields, and these guys are leaders in their fields. But more importantly, they have inspired others to do the same. That's why they were nominated and selected as part of our 2020 Salute the Champions class recipients. So happy to have Leslie and Sulaiman Mausi up in here, and just continue down the line. And it's part of the Dome Group, by the way. And as I look at the bios, it seems like they're destined to do what they're doing. I mean,
No matter how you look at it.
with his pedigree and his family pedigree in Detroit and doing several things like that, and of course this classical trained pianist.
You better ask somebody.
Man,
You got to put training that came back.
But see, this is how I know Leslie. This is how I know you don't want to mess with Leslie.
Why is that?
Because in the Bible it says she's classically trained.
Yeah.
But then she broke it down. She said she served as minister of music. Oh,
Yeah, so you know that. Yeah.
I don't mess with that. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with the minister of music.
I was director one time.
Yeah,
man.
I've been none of those. None of those.
It's an anointing on that.
I don't know that.
It's an anointing on that.
So let's get into. I mean,
that's funny.
You guys probably few and far between, maybe the only ones in this space as minority-owned company in terms of how broad you guys go, not only here but across the country. Talk about how special that unique designation is for you to be minority-owned company doing things that you guys do.
Well, it's really special. It's for one, again, it's an honor to be nominated for something like this.
Thank you.
But it's important for us to have an established business, to do business the proper way. Through good times, through bad,
Yep.
through whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way, and to be able to teach others that it is a real business. Because a lot of people are like, hook me up with some tickets. She costs a whole lot of money. You know what my overhead is. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to get paid, and they have to get paid, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Before you see a dollar. So to be able to teach our children, and others, the importance of entrepreneurship. To be able to show that just because you don't work for somebody else doesn't mean you get to sleep all day.
That's
you
exactly
got to get
right.
up earlier and stay awake later.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable sacrifice. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to hopefully inspire others. When you keep saying that's like wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, you are.
Like, God is good.
People see
what I mean?
you guys grinding that way. People are like, oh wow, they're doing it. Maybe I can do the same thing. That's good stuff.
We're talking with Leslie and Sulaiman Mausi, the principals of the Dome Group, and our 2020 Salute to Champions recipients. Question I have: You've been in the industry, Sulaiman. You've been in the industry before, right? Your family was in the industry. You were doing these things. Leslie, you were not in the industry before. What's one of the things that once you got connected and you found out, once you got on the backside of this, you said, wow, this is a little different than I thought.
Right. Well, one thing that I can say, look at you, look at my husband.
Questions I can't ask.
I told you I got you.
Yeah, I see this camaraderie going on. So one thing I can say, coming out of a career in education, and we were just talking about this, I have been accustomed to, the security of always receiving a check or receiving a salary. Moving into entrepreneurship, see, I've always seen him. He's been the entrepreneurial side of us, and I've kind of held us down with the consistent money and the health insurance, which is very important.
Yes.
But then leaving that was a faith walk, number one, because it meant that I now had to use those same talents, those same gifts that I've been investing in education and investing in students, and in turn and invested in my own family, invested in our own business. So it requires a different kind of grind. You're getting up and going into a school building and someone else is paying you versus now I'm getting up. I have to get up earlier, I must admit, but I'm getting up and I am investing those same time and talents, and what we don't go out and get, we don't eat.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm on his side of our balance, and so it's there have been a lot of lessons for me.
Yeah.
One thing that I have learned also on this side is that we are a minority business, but we are one of the few independently owned businesses that's in this space.
Wow.
So a lot of people like me back in the day, I would look at different venues and though they would be owned by the big companies, the AEGs, the Live Nations.
Yes, absolutely.
And a lot of these music festivals are as well. But we are it. We are the only, not the only, but we are the ones making it happen. We're not an AEG. We're not a
great people. And guess what? We would love to see those and we would love to participate in that. So I just think it's interesting just to kind of understand the story because we, especially with, this is our first year doing partners. Usually just individual awards. This is the first year we're actually doing partners.
Yeah.
So we talked to Terrence and Tori Holt
yesterday,
and and I asked them the question. I said, which one came to which one? And because there's always one of the partners go, you want to do what now? you want to do what?
Yeah. She said yes.
Yeah. I remember he was working at the Detroit Historical Society, and he had just curated an exhibit, Detroit Techno's Gift to the World, and I was working in education.
Right.
And he was, he came home. He's like, baby, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm like, what? You gonna what? We had Sulaiman Jr. He's this little kid running around, and I'm like, well, you gonna do what? So
the practical side of her is thinking like,
that's right. I told you, I'm the secure-minded one. Like,
right.
Right. So I've learned a lot, from him, just about taking risks, and so he definitely was the one that said, I cannot work for someone. I can't allow someone else to control what I make.
Wow.
And for that, I'm grateful. Because I think that balanced us. We're a balanced couple. Oh, shut up.
Matter of fact, I'm well the boy myself.
Whatever. It's the truth, though.
Give me a tissue.
It's the truth.
Well, you making it rough for the rest of us.
I know you're making it hard, man. One of the things, but just get a little personal. So you have a son at Moore. Is it Morehouse?
Yes,
Morehouse.
How's
he's
that
going?
Freshman.
Is he enjoying it?
He's enjoying it. He got down there, and he wants to be an actor, so he got involved.
That's a good place to be.
Yeah, he got involved in a lot of performances, and then the classes ramped up, and the coursework, got heavier. And he was like, "Can I drop one of these classes?" I was like, "No, you better push on through."
Educator,
exactly.
Push on through.
Look, meanwhile, he's like, I understand. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He got it. So this is second semester for him. He's getting his legs under him. He's doing the time management thing. He's using his planner.
Okay.
Yes, he's doing good.
Mama put the pressure on him.
Right.
Mama said, I ain't trying to hear that. But you already know the answer.
This is a sports show. So I think you have a cousin or nephew who's coming to Duke or playing football, right?
Yep. So
talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I joined Duke gang. I'm a Michigan fan instead of But my nephew, we're extremely proud of him.
Okay.
He got a full ride to Duke University.
That alone, that's about $120,000 savings.
And so he'll be playing at Duke University next year. So we'll be having a great time. We're super proud and super excited for him. And my boy Aeneas Peoples, she and Champ's son, they're together. They're good friends of ours.
Okay,
and we knew them before. And so you'll be seeing us tailgating like never before. But y'all better get ready. You know what I'm saying?
So look out for Dorian Mausi.
Dorian Mausi. That's my older brother's son. So it's
okay.
Yeah, so it's unbelievable.
I know. He's coming here to Durham.
In Durham. The story how it happened was. He was the number one linebacker up there in Michigan, and I'm embarrassed to say I haven't seen him play since he was a lot younger. But that's my nephew,
Right.
What school?
At U of D.
Yeah, he's
UD
from
Jesuit.
UD Jesuit.
He's from Detroit. Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
Grosse Pointe Woods to be exact.
That's right. And
which is not that's outside. That's
It's still 313.
Okay, that it is.
That's true.
Represent. Yeah, so he went to he graduated from U of D, and so he was down here he was coming down for a camp in Charlotte. So he came here first, him and my brother. But my grandfather, who sat on the board of Duke, he's emeritus up there. So he called over to Duke.
Wait a minute. Back up.
You left that part out the first.
Yeah. Your grandfather sat on the board at Duke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, we used to. He's
It makes a damn bit of difference.
Exactly. So he's a retired CPA now.
Okay.
Nathan Garrett Sr.
Oh yeah.
That's my grandfather.
That's your grandfather?
Yeah, that's my grandfather. So that's how I got down to Durham. So
okay.
Yeah.
Now that
so he called over there, and then they came and since he called, they took a look at him, and they start putting up his footage and this, that, other, his film. Is that what you call it? Yeah, his film and everything. And they really
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's real cool. And I had never been to a recruiting trip because I didn't play sports.
Yeah.
So me, my mother, my brother, all went to his first visit. Then we went to the what do they call it when you do the official visit?
Yeah,
it was unbelievable. Coach Cutcliffe.
It's hard
and
to
the whole
turn it
team
down,
that
isn't it,
pulled
when they
us
do
together.
that?
Oh my God,
Cutcliffe is a
They rolled it
he's a
out.
phenomenal
Respect.
human being.
phenomenal man.
You know,
Yes,
and-
man.
Football?
Yeah.
Hell yes, it's Duke football.
And you're going to learn
right.
even more now.
Oh yeah, we did. They're really good
But he
people.
is very special. A
Yeah.
great guy, man.
So-
He's a great friend of the show.
Yes.
He comes on all the time and talks to us here. That's a good guy. That's a
Yeah,
good
he
choice,
really is.
man. We love Cutcliffe.
Yeah, so we're really proud of my nephew.
So,
Yeah, we had a good time.
real quick before we go,
Yeah.
what can we expect? What's on the horizon for you guys? What's coming? I mean, last time you were talking about you gonna do a movie, you gonna do documentaries, you gonna do it all. What we got coming? What's coming?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
Mother's Day, we have the only show that
Yeah.
I can officially announce right now is on sale. We have a Mother's Day comedy show with Nene Leakes and who's all on it? She's like 5 different people. I should have brought some flyers in.
Yeah, you should have.
Melanie
I know.
Camacho.
Melanie
We gotta get hooked up with
Camacho.
tickets.
So we got tickets for you. You know what I'm saying? For
Hey,
Mother's
look,
Day.
hey, look. Yeah, I'm gonna ask for some tickets.
Sherry Shepherd.
Sherry Shepherd.
Oh,
Sherry
Shepherd?
Shepherd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I got some out in the car. Should have brought it in this
Yeah.
early. But we have a few other things we'll be announcing with the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
That's really exciting about
Okay.
the overall future that we're doing. Some more
Okay.
shows that's
Good.
coming down the pipe very, very soon. And we're just excited about what God has blessed us with, not only here, but if you want to come up to Detroit, we just announced 16 shows on
Man,
Friday.
I saw
just
one.
got back.
I saw one. Is Maxwell?
Yeah, Maxwell with the Symphony Orchestra.
When's that gonna happen?
That is June 13th. And
Okay,
if
I
you
got-
come up,
Yeah.
Hey, I got to put that on my calendar.
tickets on me.
Call my
VIP.
sister.
June
Okay,
13th.
my
June
sister.
13th?
No, you say that. No, I'll
I
come
told
up
you.
there for
I
real.
told you. You're going to see. And then I'm going to tell you,
and
once you
Raymond,
come back.
they listen. They're watching us on WRS.
Okay.
Raymond, you heard that? Tell my
Yeah.
sister that we
June 13th.
June 13th.
We got something we got to do.
VIP.
Come on up.
We're coming up there.
Real
Come on
hard.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Come on up. You know,
The
so
Aretha
we-
Franklin Amphitheater.
Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. This is our 17th year managing
Man.
that facility. So we literally just went on sale with 16 shows on Friday. So I just got back here Sunday yesterday. So
Wow.
I'm in and out, got back and forth.
Wow.
So that's the economic engine. So I had to get that going. So we got some real special things going around here.
Oh,
So
man,
it's just
that's good
God
stuff.
is good, man.
How can
Yeah.
people find out all the time? Keep up with what you guys
Yeah.
are doing. How can they find out what you guys?
Well,
are doing?
we're on social media. We are personally, and then Dome Group on and on all platforms. Art of Cool Festival, AOC Fest, and then we've also started an extension, Art of Cool Radio, which is an app. It's a streaming radio station, and so
Really?
yes, yeah. So we launched that from the stage, Art of Cool Festival 2019.
Okay.
So if you download the app, you've got a listening experience that keeps you in the
Right.
Art of Cool Festival vibe 24/7. We've got listeners in the Dominican Republic. I checked the analytics, and they are listening. So there was someone here at the festival from the Dominican Republic. So we're on
Okay.
all social media.
Man, that's pretty cool. Because Sports Shop must be on there too.
Let's create a link.
The create a link. We'll
We
put
got
it out
it.
there. We'll put
We got you.
But my last question: what message would you leave us with, as anybody listening, about your space and the work that you guys do? Lessons learned. Anything you want to share with us as you as a parting remark, if you will?
Absolutely. I would say learn every aspect of the business, so that way you can generate revenue from each side of it. Don't just want to be the person behind the mic. Learn how to work the boards, learn how to sweep the floors, because that way you know your budget's better. When you go, because I can't overpay you, but I'm not going to underpay you either.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because I
There
know
you
how
go.
much it costs to get the job done in an effective way. Also, keep going. When it's times are tough, keep stay in prayer. And don't stop working. You know what I
Wow.
mean?
Amen
Just
to
keep working, because things will turn around if you have the moxie and always keep your name good. Your
Yeah.
name is always going to be better than your money.
Keep working.
Your name is better than your money. I'm telling you. Won't he do it?
Won't he will.
My mom was an educator for 50-something years, so I have a lot of respect for educators.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And the fact that you were in the education for 23 years,
Yes,
I think
sir. Yes.
wow.
Yes.
Talk about that experience before you let you get out of here.
It was amazing. I was able to serve on every level of education. I was in elementary school, I was in middle school, and in high school as an assistant principal. I taught English language arts in middle school, and I taught Black
Goodness.
history and music on the elementary level. So I've been able to really grow with students and grow with families, and it's been a pleasure to stay in touch with those parents and
Jordan
those
High School.
those students.
So
Yeah,
now-
shout out to Jordan
but
High
wait a minute
School,
now.
Gibbons Middle School.
Wait a minute, Mike. So what years were you at Jordan?
I was at Jordan 2012 through 2016.
Oh, you missed my daughters. I had 2 daughters went through there.
Okay.
Erica and
yeah.
Bianca Reese. I think they were gone when you got there.
Yeah,
I think
2012.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were gone. They was in Carolina.
Shout out to Jordan High School.
Hey, Falcons, baby. J.A.
That's
Jackson,
it.
you better represent.
That's it.
Okay,
Always
man.
a Falcon. Always a Falcon.
You better stop. You know I roll with Hillside.
Well, okay. I mean, okay, that's cool.
Listen, I love Hillside too.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Why you guys? I was doing it. We got a couple minutes before we go to the break. So I'm not sure you was fans or not, but they had the Kobe Bryant Memorial yesterday,
Yeah.
and we kind of talked about that a lot. And it was a celebration. I was curious what you guys thought. If you guys had a chance to catch some of that.
So I was not able to catch it, but I have been watching clips of Vanessa Bryant, and for
Can you
me,
imagine?
just her example of resilience. You know, I understand loss, but to lose your husband and your child, that's a different space to be in. So, one thing I can say is God, the strength is incredible, and so she must be connected.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yes,
She has to be
get through
connected.
that the ways that she did. That was
That's right.
incredible.
That's
yeah.
right. So we lift her in prayer, and as well as the families who lost their lives.
Right.
So yeah, I haven't watched it all. You got to take it in chunks. I have to take it in chunks. You know what I mean?
Understand.
I have to
Got
take it in chunks. But yeah, that just her speech. I'm amazed.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
Outstanding.
I actually watched it live, and I was like, man, I couldn't imagine what her and the children were going through. I saw just that part because I just don't. When it comes to death, I don't like do open caskets and mourning. I like to celebrate people as I remember them. That's my personal preference.
Yes.
But it's amazing how he was loved. He was clearly his impact. Touched a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I couldn't imagine going through anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, it's a sad story. But it just goes to show you that you never know.
And that's the other part.
That's the lesson learned. You know
we was part of a conversation, a community conversation last night about Kobe, and not specifically Kobe, but things that like the legacy and family and things of that nature. And the common thread was that he was well loved. A lot of people, and he did a lot of things that people didn't even realize that he had done.
Right.
But the other common point was, you didn't even have to like him or even know him, but it just impact you in a way that you didn't think it was going to impact you that way.
Deeply.
And I think because of
as a parent,
as a parent, the daughter and all that.
Don't take my kids.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm all right.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
I can deal with me, but don't mess with my children.
That's right.
So-
That changes the whole perspective.
It
that's
impacted
a whole
like
nother thing.
people like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but that's why.
Yeah.
Because it impact you that way. In so many ways. But let me just say this though, guys, and I know K-Mac and Jasmine agree, and you guys chime in. We was waiting on this interview because we admired you guys from afar, and you guys have done so much good work in the community that we was excited when you guys were nominated and looking forward to a celebration on Thursday. Are you going to be there? I know you.
Yes.
Good, good. Like, I know you had.
Yeah, his mom is being honored the same day.
Yes, that's
in
right.
Detroit. Yeah, that evening. So we talked to her. Mom, we love you. We love you.
We're gonna take this right now.
Yeah, we need to stay home.
brothers.
So it worked out.
But
And
we
I just
some-
got back.
I know.
Yeah.
And we got some great people.
It's outstanding. I think it's wonderful too, though, how you guys now view what you do as a service,
Yeah, it
as
is.
service to a community.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we got out of
That's true.
last night's conversation was at the end or the latter parts of Kobe's career, service is what really has ended up defining his
Absolutely.
legacy.
Yeah.
Right.
He started to become a service in serving others his daughter's teammates, and others.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation we talked
Make-A-Wish
about.
Foundation,
Yeah.
one of the most requested people for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and then him doing that and nobody even knowing.
Yeah, 254 times he did that.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a lot.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's significant. And being a service, I think, is the common theme as we always continue to kind of go through these things. Being a service to others, we consider ourselves to be a service. Quite
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, we do.
So shout out to you guys. Can't wait
Thank
till Thursday.
you.
It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, we're gonna
Give it
love
up
it.
again for the Sulaiman.